What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Today I'm going to be reviewing a sequel to a very iconic franchise, that is the Ghostbusters franchise. We're talking about the fourth installment, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Directed by Jason Reitman, and it stars Paul Rudd, McKenna Grace, Finn Wolfhard, and Carrie Coon. After being abandoned from their home, a single mom and her two kids arrive in a small town in Oklahoma. They begin to discover their connection to the original Ghostbusters and the secret legacy their grandfather left behind. So after a year of delays, Ghostbusters Afterlife has finally hit the theaters, and many fans were very anticipating this film, especially since the Ghostbusters franchise is a very iconic series. I absolutely love the original classic from 1984 and think it's held up. It's a timeless classic comedy. And of course, we had the 2016 all-female cast reboot, which I was not a big fan of at all, and many people were. However, I went into this movie expecting just to have fun. That's all I wanted for a new Ghostbusters movie. And this movie is directed by Jason Reitman, who is the son of Ivan Reitman, so it makes perfect sense that he takes on the directing chair from his father. So, how is Ghostbusters Afterlife? Is this just like the original film, timeless? Or is it just like the reboot, really forgettable and bad? I can say I had a blast with Ghostbusters Afterlife. Nowhere near to the greatness of the original, but this brought back the fun of Ghostbusters. The comedy, the family aspects, some good emotional, dramatic aspects as well, that I think the whole family will just enjoy this one. I really love the cast in here. I think the cast has been really spot on in this movie. My favorite was definitely McKenna Grace in here. She's a great up-and-coming actress. She's been in some projects, a lot of projects. And in here, as Phoebe, I thought she was really good in here. She's a really smart kid who discovers a lot of this technology and science. She's very inspired by her grandfather, you'll know in the movie. And I just thought McKenna Grace just really nailed this role. She's great in here. Finn Wolfhard, a really great young actor who's been in Stranger Things, in the It movies. And I think Finn Wolfhard does what Finn Wolfhard does best. I really liked his relationship in here with his family and his girlfriend in the movie. And he just has that great realism. He's just a normal teenager who comes across this ghost activity in the town of Oklahoma. And to see his rebellious attitude is just really entertaining to watch. But the most entertaining to watch by far is Mr. Paul Rudd. How could you hate Paul Rudd? It's impossible to hate this man. He just plays himself, and Paul Rudd is just great in here. He's funny, he's really likable. He plays this teacher that is joining our kids on the adventure of catching the ghosts in the town that have been gone for 30 years. And Paul Rudd's character in here is pretty much like your typical Scott Lang character. The visuals were really impressive as well. Seeing a lot of these classic ghost characters coming back. And you also have the little Marshmallow Men characters in here, which were very adorable, which you saw in the trailers. There's this nice little chase sequence in the film with our classic Ghostbusters car chasing the ghosts. And it brings a lot of great nostalgia. If you grew up with Ghostbusters, you're going to see a lot of the nostalgia in here, the cameos, and just the satisfying moments. While there is definitely fan service in this movie, it definitely presents the Ghostbusters fans what they want, catching the ghosts. And it gives you that in the film. It's also a funny movie too. Just a lot of good jokes thrown in here, mostly from Paul Rudd's character, which I kind of expected. And I was just really entertained with the dramatic elements, the family aspects, and the comedic aspects. While the original Ghostbusters was more of a great comedy, this is more of a great dramatic comedy mixed together. And it feels realistic to today's time. If Ghostbusters was in today's time, how would we react to it? This is how the characters react to it. And that was just really what stands apart from the original. I'm very critical when it comes to fan service in movies when it's really well earned, like Avengers Endgame, when you had 10 plus years of earned fan service, but then you don't. In films like Rise of Skywalker, that's like the worst fan service I've seen in media. Some of the fan service in here was not earned like I would hope it to be. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously. Go watch the movie. It just felt a little, okay, I didn't think we earned that moment, but it's cool, I guess. And I think it's going to be subjective for a lot of people, because I'm not like the biggest diehard Ghostbusters fan. I enjoy the original classic. If you're a diehard Ghostbusters fan, I think you'll definitely enjoy the fan service elements in here. But some of them I'm like, it wasn't the best. Also, the pacing kind of drags in the second act. There's this little police station sequence that goes on for a little bit too long. And then we go back to the exciting ghost chase in action. Just that second act was the slowest paced of all the acts, which is why we had a about over 2-hour film. However, though, do stay for the credits, because there's 2 end credit sequences in this movie, so be sure to stay for those. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Ghostbusters Afterlife, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you enjoyed this review, definitely hit the like button and consider clicking that subscribe button if you want weekly reviews, ranking videos, live Q&As from time to time. I talk movies all the time here. You're not gonna want to miss what's coming out on the channel very soon. Overall, I had a good time with Ghostbusters Afterlife. It wasn't amazing, but it was a total fun time. If you're a Ghostbusters fan, I think you're going to be satisfied with this movie. It's funny, it's emotional, and it's very entertaining. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Ghostbusters Afterlife a B. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on Ghostbusters Afterlife. What did you guys think of this movie if you've seen it? Did you love it? Think it was okay? Did you absolutely hate it? Let's discuss it in the comments. Look forward to my ranking for all the Ghostbusters movies, which will be coming out very soon. Where will Afterlife fall in that ranking? You'll have to find out. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!